Ada student tak ada lab coat lagi ke? Ada student tak ada lab coat lagi ke? Bukan week 1 dah ada briefing untuk dia orang. Oh. Lemak macam mana? Ada 2 student pula, ada satu student kata dia tak ngam saiz. Boleh tak? Leftover. Oh, boleh lah kot. Boleh masuklah dulu. Ya, can come here. Second BKW. Yang Dr. Suhana hari tu order dengan teknikal tu dah sampai ke lab coat? Belum. So saya tak ada lab coat lagi. Tengah tunggu yang tu. Tak sampai lagi. Sebenarnya banyak benda yang baru saya belajar kat apa tu, yang by safety officer training tu. Banyak benda yang kita kena buat. Saya rasa kita perlu ada polisi kot, develop polisi dan kena apa tu, dia macam OSH jugalah, dia kena ada frequent check up, accident reporting tu semua. Dia lebih kurang macam OSH juga, risk assessment. Tapi menarik lah, banyak benda yang saya tak ketahui apa tu boleh difikirkan lah. Okey, mana dia orang? Okay. So if you can we be seated four in a group? So maybe it's good that you can form your own group. So all of you know each other yet? No, not that very good yet. So maybe form a group. So that's going to be your group for the rest of the semester. So you're going to perform the lab experiment and also lab report in the group. So please find your clique among your friends. Form one group, 4 students per group. Okay. You can see a lot of new faces. I think at the back, you just joined us this week. No, last week. But you see your face in a microbiology lecture. Yeah. Oh, second take, yeah. So you just came in, right? Okay. So I think there's a few new faces here. Okay. Okay. So we have 2 more minutes. Get settled, form your group. So we're going to start at 8:30 sharp. Hi. Okay, just to check again. So everyone is taking microbiology lab. Okay, all right. Afraid that the first year student go into the wrong lab. So how many students that have joined us in this week? Okay, I can see you are new over there. I think you are also new, right? 2 of you. Okay. So maybe I'm going to see you at the microbiology lectures on Friday. And on Monday, lectures for the microbiology lectures. Usually we have on Monday, that is for the online learning. So if you are not aware yet, so you can look at our Telegram group. Okay. So any announcement, I'm going to post over there. Okay. So I think there's one student want to borrow a lab coat. No. So she's not here. Okay. So maybe for the new student, can you introduce yourself? Because the previous student, they have went to my microbiology course lectures, so I know who are they. So for the just newly joined us, can you introduce yourself? Yeah, start from here. Sitia, yeah? Divya Mala. Okay. Okay, next.
Hi, my name is Vashini. You can call me Q.
Kiru, okay.
Hi everyone,
Leha. Neha. Okay. Ka- Katina. Hatina. Atina. Huh? Hachana. Okay. It's over there. Shami. Okay. I think you have messaged me about the lectures on Monday. Okay. So you went to the class yesterday? Oh, okay. So you didn't aware my Telegram posting. Okay. Imran. Okay. Ali. Alimun. Okay. What? Lia. Okay. Okay. I think the others, I know who are they. So maybe I can get the others' name from that video that have been posted in the microbiology course. So if you're aware, I post all the announcement in the Telegram and all those recorded session during the week will be also posted together with the handout for that particular week. Okay, so everyone in the Telegram group for the microbiology and the microbiology lab, everyone. So can you look at the previous post? Yeah. Okay. So you have problem with the Telegram? What? Or lab group? Okay. So have you registered yet? Okay. So, oh, the lab group in the Telegram. Okay. So you can join it later. You can get it from the Google Classroom as well. I think there's a link, yeah, in the Google Classroom. So you can click that link or the link that have been provided by the, there's a list of Excel for all those courses. So you may also click on that as well. Okay. Oh, you ada lab coat dah? Mimi eh? Oh, pinjam. You boleh pakai ni tu macam besar ni. Okay. So you have any problem regarding the course, you can directly message me in the Telegram group. So usually I'm going to answer more faster if you message directly in the Telegram group instead of message me by private message. Okay. So let's start with the teaching plan for this microbiology course. Let me check first whether I've start recording or not. Okay. So I have a recorded session for today as well, so you can catch up things that you missed during the class in the recorded session. So I'm going to post it in the Telegram group as well. Okay, back to our first agenda today. So I'm going to talk about the teaching plan, the Telegram, and also the Google Classroom, and then the workflow for today lab. Okay, so that is what we're going to do today. So this is the teaching plan for this course. You can get it from the Telegram in the general topic or in the Google Classroom. So this is 2 credit hour lab practical, and here in this lab course, you're going to cover the practical in experiment and analysis in microbiology laboratories. Okay, so here in this course, we're going to emphasize on the handling of microorganism, including what's important in a, in the microbiology lab is the aseptic technique. So I haven't talked about the aseptic technique in the microbiology lectures last week. So that is one of the important techniques, that is to prevent things that you are doing in the experiment from being contaminated by you. Okay, so we want to make sure that any culturing work that you have done, you're culturing bacteria A, so we don't want it to be contaminated with the environment microorganism in that culture. So that is aseptic technique. And also aseptic technique is also important to protect the person that are performing the experiment from being infected by the bacteria. So there is two ways why is the aseptic technique is important: to protect yourself and also to protect the uh, work that you are doing is not contaminated. Okay, so in microbiology, we're going to use a lot of media that is the food source for the microorganism. So you're going to learn about the media preparation, and then learn how to inoculate and isolate pure culture of bacteria. We are going to learn about culturing of bacteria and fungi in this lab course. So you're going to learn on how to inoculate and isolate pure culture of bacteria and also culturing of fungi. Okay. And we're going to analyze and control the microbial growth. So we want to analyze how the bacteria grow, the condition, and also how to control those growth of unwanted microorganism. And we're going to identify those unknown bacteria by using the biochemical and also the morphological characterization, mainly by the microscopic and also by the colony morphology. So that is overall of what you're going to learn in this course. So this is important. So the course outcome of this lab is uh, first to describe the fundamental theories with the laboratory experiment. So what you have learned in the microbiology lecture will going to be used in this lab course. So that is interrelated. So what I going to solidify your fundamental knowledge in the core microbiology theory. So second is to perform the basic microbiology experiment that I've mentioned just now. So that is basic microbiology techniques that all students should be practicing in a microbiology lab. So third is to perform basic experiment appropriately using the microbiology related instrument. So here we are mostly using the Bunsen burner to create an aseptic techniques when we are manipulating or inoculating the microorganism. So another some of those instruments that we're going to use will be the biosafety cabinet, the incubator and autoclave. So I'm going to talk to you later on the lab setting over here, because you're going to come in to the lab tomorrow to observe your result of your experiment. So today you perform the experiment, tomorrow you're going to come in together with your group to observe your result of the experiment. So I will not be here. So there is a time given to you. I think tomorrow from 11 o'clock until 2, then you can come in to observe your result of the experiment. Okay, so that is about the course outcome of number 3, and the final course outcome will be to analyze the experiment data with the fundamental theories. So we're going to assess whether you understand the theory with the things that you have performed in the lab in your laboratory reports. And also we're going to have one practical test to see whether you are competent in those microbiological techniques. So you may refer to the reference that I'm using for this course, the Benson Microbiological Application, Lab Manual in Microbiology, and Cappuccino Microbiology Laboratory Manuals. And also you can use the microbiology textbook that I have also suggested in the microbiology course. So this is the assessment plan for this course. We are going to have 8 lab reports because we have 8 lab sessions. And lab report 1 until 4 will consist of 6%, and lab report 5 until 7 will be 5%, and lab report 8 will be 6%, because lab report 5, 6, and 7 are less complex compared to the other lab report. So that's why 6% will be lab report 1 until 4 and 8, and 5 to 7 will be consists of 5%. Then we're going to have peer review 5%. So how I'm going to do that is everyone is going to getting the full mark unless your teammate report to me that group member are not cooperating. So maybe he or she will going to have marks deducted for the peer review. So peer review is the feedback from your teammates, whether they are cooperating during the lab session or in preparation of the lab report. Okay, so let me know if your team member are not doing their work. So there is your feedback will going to be in the peer review. And then we're going to have practical assessment 30% and written test 20%. So that is towards the end of our lab course. So far so good about the lab assessment. Okay. So you may refer to the week by week planning. So I've planned for week 1 will be the briefing given by the technical unit. Everyone have gone through the briefing by our technical unit? No? Everyone have gone through? I think just newly arrived, have you joined the briefing by the technical unit? No, right? Yes. Okay. So you may refer back to the video that I've posted also in the Google Classroom. So there is a briefing on the lab safety by the technical unit. So you go through that video and understand where is the fire exit, so what to do in case of fire, what to do in case there is a chemical spillage, and accident reporting, and etc. So you may refer to the video that have been prepared by the technical unit in my Google Classroom for the lab course. Okay, so and also I think I have one video in that Google Classroom specifically for the microbiology lab. So there is some extra precaution compared to the general lab safety procedures. Here we are dealing with microorganism. even though the microorganisms given to you are not pathogenic, but still you will need to have extra precaution. Example, wearing your PPE and wear your glove when you have settled in the lab. So things of order, when you come into the lab, wear your PPE and wear your nitrile glove over here and sit in the your lab benches. So while waiting, you also can disinfect your lab benches because we do not know who have used that before. So it's good that you disinfect your lab benches with 70% ethanol. I think it's up in the benches over there. Can you get? Yeah. So you can disinfect your lab benches using that 70% ethanol before you're going to start your work, or you place all your things like your books and also your stationery. Uh, so you spray. Everyone know how to disinfect? No, I think everyone is good at it. Good practice from that COVID-19 pandemic. So spray it on the bench and wipe it using the tissue paper over there. Okay, so make sure you have a good wipe down on your lab benches before the experiment, and after you have completed your experiment, you can disinfect it again. So after the experiment, okay, and you can throw your glove. I think I'm going to talk you to the procedure in the lab after this. Okay, so throw your glove and then wash your hand using the hand wash detergent, and then you can go off at the end of the experiment. Okay, so that is roughly what you need to do in the microbiology lab. So make sure that you button your lab coat and also tie in your hair, because we're going to dealing with fire, because the Bunsen burner we're going to use for the sterilization of the inoculation loop and create an aseptic area for you to work. So if you have long hair, make sure that you tie your hair. And if you are wearing tudung, make sure that your tudung is inside. I don't want anyone to get burnt in this lab. I've had that experience before. Students burn their hair before, but just minor, because just chew. So just little bit. So make sure that you tie your hair, and also for those wearing tudung, put in inside your lab coat. And make sure that you are wearing a covered shoe. Let me see. Looks okay, everyone. Make sure you wear appropriate attire with your lab coat. Okay, think that's a little bit on the lab safety, on the guidelines of the lab safety. So next, we're going to have the lab 1 until lab 6 continuously before we take a mid-semester break in week 8. Is that correct? I think 1 to 7 we're going to have the lectures, and week 8 we're going to have mid-semester break, and week 9 until 15 then you're going to have 7 weeks lectures before the revision week. So after the mid-semester break, we're going to continue with the two lab classes before. On week 11, we're going to have the written and practical tests. So the written and practical tests will be on the same day. because that is a week before the Christmas break. I think that's quite a long break. So the lab course will end, I think, probably before the end of the year, before the Christmas break. Okay, so for the lab report, for each of the lab experiment, you need to submit the lab report on the next week. So for example, you are performing lab experiment 1 today, so the lab report shall be handed online in the Google Classroom by next week, okay, before the lab 2 commence. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about the teaching plan. Any question on the teaching plan? All right, so far so good. So I just want to show you this one on the Google Classroom. So you can look back on the teaching plan briefing as well. I have video, but this is older video. You can refer to our today briefing today on the assessment and also some of the things on the teaching plan. So this is video on the lab briefing, and want to talk about the lab report format. You may refer to this here on how to prepare the lab report format. So use this lab report cover page. So your lab report should have this section. So you must have the titles, objective of the experiment, introduction, methods, result, discussion, and the question in that lab manual. So there is a lab manual attached together with the videos of the techniques. So the video of the techniques, I've created it during the pandemic. So you can see the techniques covering from the lab experiment and also the home experiment. So watch the techniques on the lab experiment. So if you interested on how to perform microbiology techniques even in the at your home, you can watch it throughout together with the home experiment. So I would like to advise you to watch the lab experiment only on those techniques, okay, especially on how to flame and how to open the caps using one hand and use the pipette and any inoculation loop using your another hand. Okay, next you should have the conclusion and the reference. So you can look at the good guidelines on writing a lab report in these two suggested guidelines on how to write a good lab report. Use the front page template as your first page of your report. So this is very important because because I do not know that lab report prepared by the group, who's the group member. So I need you to write clearly who's your group member, name, and also the student ID, and what is that lab report. Either it's lab report 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so your reference cited should be consistent. So if you have choose the different referencing style of APA, so stick with the APA referencing style. Or you are using the MLA or Chicago referencing style, make sure that you have a consistent on the referencing style. Okay. So that is for the lab report format. Okay. Everyone is always okay. Then later in the Telegram, oh, how to do this, how to do this. So here is the communication two links. Let me check whether I've updated this or not. Yeah. So for that student that haven't joined the lab group in the Telegram, you can click that link and join the lab group. Okay. Anyone fall down? So if you have any accident in the lab, please report to the technician in this lab, Encik Usaini. So like simple like falling down in the lab, also you need to report to the technician so that they're aware of any accident that happened due to the benches or anything that in the lab, so that the faculty may consider to buy a much more safer chair in the lab. So any accidents like you burn your hair or spillage to your eyes, or you have cuts, please report it to the technical unit. Okay, so they have a reporting system for any accident that happened. Okay, so on the back to our lab 1. So everyone have gone through the module in the lab courses. I think for those that have joined us, so maybe you need a bit of time to learn on this Google Classroom. So for the others, I think you have already gone through, right, these modules. Okay. So in each of the lab, I'm going to post this. So I post this quite late on yesterday. So I'm going to, you have the lab number 2 already, so you can read it in preparation for the next lab classes. So maybe I'm going to post it a week before the lab class, the next lab classes, so that you can prepare yourself. I think I've accidentally opened for the lab number 2 as well. So before the lab 2 commence, maybe I'm going to open up for the lab number 3 module. Okay, so make sure that you prepare during that week before the next lab we're going to happens. So go through. There are going to be 2 videos. One will going to be the techniques, and one will going to be the theoretical. So make sure that you go through the theoretical video as well. There I'm going to explain what is the theory behind the lab that we're going to do on that particular week. And I have the white handouts over here, and workflow of the lab protocol, and we're going to have the lab manual in the documents file. So prepare your lab report according to the lab manual that we have there. So make sure that you write the methodology in the past tense. I think always emphasize in any lab report. So write the methods in past tense because you already performed that experiment. So you should write it in the past tense for the methods in your lab report. So and in your discussion and also result, you can report it. For the result, you may report it in the past tense, but in the discussion it should be in the present tense. Okay, I think that's for the on the Google Classroom. How to make it bigger? Okay, so before, yeah. Hmm. Write according to the lab manual. Not copy, you need to rewrite it into past tense. Okay, not copy directly, then you're going to lose mark on that. Okay. So before I start our lab experiment, so probably let's start to introduce this lab. So over there, do you want to watch it in the recorded video? So I bring this along. You can stand up so that I can introduce you to the lab. Okay. So maybe you can gather around here. So we have, as you enter the lab, we have the eye wash and the shower over here. That is, if you accidentally spill with chemicals, so you can wash it, your eyes using the eye wash and also the shower over here. Here we have the microscope. We're going to use the microscope in lab number 5 or 6. I can't remember. So we're going to have one session with the microscope. So you can get your microscope here with that the microscope lens wipes. Next, we have a laminar flow cabinet. I think you can see from here. So this is to create an aseptic area for preparation of media. So here we're going to create free form dust particle in that inside the cabinet. So they're going to be air that going to push up from the cabinet will be a HEPA filter. So imagine this is like your air purifier at home, but you have an enclosed space for you to work. Next, we have a biosafety cabinet type 2. So can see any difference between these two cabinets? This is fully open. So if you open this, it's fully open. So the air will going to, you can feel the air blowing to you while you are working inside the laminar flow. Tolong, satu tangan susah. So here you have a biosafety cabinet. So this biosafety cabinet are mainly used if you are dealing with more riskier microbiology work, probably biorisk level 2 microorganism. You work inside the biosafety cabinet type 2. So here you're going to protect the user from infected by the things that you're working with, and also the product, the things that you're working is we're going to be protected as well from contaminated. We have a weighing machine over here. So today you're going to use this to weigh your powder of nutrient agar. So we have two here. think maybe probably this also can be used. You have 3. So we're going to use this to weigh your nutrient agar that you're going to prepare today. So this is not relevant to you in the lab course. Here we're going to have the water bath. You're going to use this later on. So I'm going to tell you later what is this for. So this is water bath that we preset with certain temperature. We have the spectrophotometer. So you're going to use this in lab number 3. So we have 2 oven here, drying oven. You're not going to use this in the course, but you're going to use this incubator in the course. This is what we call a shaking incubator. So you can see some couching currently shaking. So we have 2 incubator here. So Husaini yang mana satu dia guna ni? Okay. So you're going to use this incubator for your lab classes. Okay. So open it and then store your plates or tubes inside for the incubation. So after you have observed your result for your experiment, you can take it out and throw it into the biohazard bag. I'm going to show you later. So let's go through one by one. You're not going to use this, the same function as that. We have fridge. It's not for you to use. It's for the technician to store their sample and chemicals. So we have a waste area over here. So any of the disinfected liquid, we're going to put it inside here, or any of the chemical waste. So I don't think that you're going to have to use this unless being told. Okay. So any broken glass, make sure that you report it to secure the area. If you have broken glassware, make sure that you secure the area. Nobody going to accidentally cut themselves in that broken glass area, and then report it to the technician. So he going to let you know what to do in the case of a broken glass. So generally secure the area of that broken glass and then report it to the technician. And if he told you to perform the cleanup, you can clean up that broken glass properly, and then dispose it in this broken glass storage. Next, we have the biohazard waste area. So all your plates, you can throw it over here. So after you have observed your result of your petri dish of your plates, throw it in here, and the technician will going to autoclave it all together to sterilize the bio waste. So for the tubes that in the glass, so don't throw it here. You may put it mana letak sini. Okay. So for the glassware, you may put it over here on this table. So we're going to have like a few glassware for this lab, so you can throw it there. So for those disposal plastic tubes, you may throw it in this biohazard bag. Tubes, petri dish, any of the plastic, you can throw it inside this biohazard bag. So we have autoclave machine inside here. I'm going to show you later during the preparation of the media. So you do not need to use this. Nak tunjuk ni ke? So we have a spill kit over here, but we don't use any large scale of chemical inside this lab. So we're going to have less chance of using this in case of chemical spillage, like apa chemical yang acid or methanol. You can use this chemical spill kit. So there's absorbents and very large absorbents to secure the area of spillage. So we're not going to use this. This is quite a large spill for absorbents of that chemicals. So we have two laminar flow as well. That is similar to that cabinet over there. So we have a glassware over here, but you are not allowed to use any of the glassware over here because this belong to Encik Husaini. So if you need any glassware, let Encik Husaini knows what you need. Okay. Okay. So we have everything over here that have been prepared for you for each week experiment. So your group may get the things that you wanted for that week experiment all in this table. So after you have finished with the experiment, return all the things here as what you have get early of the experiment. So place it similarly as what you have seen like this. So at the end of this lab session, I want to see similarly what have been prepared for you in the early of the experiment. So everything will be here, that what you need. So we have one set for each of the group and the plates for the groups. And you need the tubes for today. This is what we call universal tube. So we can store up to 30 milliliter of liquid. And in the lab classes that we need pipette tips, so we have waste disposal area for your pipette tips. So you can get one pipette, one bucket for your waste. That is for the tips that we're going to use for aliquoting or transferring any liquid using the micro pipette. So we have micro pipette over here. So in one of in the few experiment, you're going to use that for your transferring of liquids. So students always forget about this one because it's at the bottom. So any if the experiment require you to use micro pipette, so micro pipette tips were going to be provided. Get one of the bucket as well. Okay, make sure that you remember. So we have tissue over here, and we have contaminated waste over here, and the general waste bin. And we also have a sharp bin over here. So this sharp bin is for the glass slides. So we have lab number 5 or 6 that we're going to prepare slides of the bacteria. So after you have prepared the glass or any of the cover slip, you throw it here. So we call this as a sharp bin. But here we don't put any syringe or anything, just all the glass slide inside here only. Okay, so don't throw any glass slide onto the schedule waste, the contaminated waste over here, or the domestic waste. So I have tissue. So for the contaminated waste is place to throw your glove. So any of that used glove, throw it inside here. If you have a bacterial spillage on the bench, you may wipe it using the tissue paper. First, you disinfect the spillage using the 70% alcohol, and then wipe it with the tissue and throw it into the mixed schedule waste. So for those wipe without any spillage, you can throw it into the domestic waste, okay? Or any plastic wrapper or any of the paper, you can throw it here. Only that's contaminated with bacteria, you throw it inside the contaminated waste. Okay, understand? So you may take your glove and return to your bench, and then I'm going to give briefing on the flow of the experiment. Yeah. Okay. Make sure that you take the glove that fit the size of your hand, not that too loose or too fit. Make sure it's just nice to your hand. So if it's too loose, then you're going to hinder your movement of your finger. The XM. Okay, I want to see everyone is wearing your glove first, just to check whether you are good at wearing glove or not. Okay, the size looks okay. Okay, so at least now you understand what we have inside the microbiology lab. So you know where's the equipment and also what's the procedure of or disposal of your waste that you have generated from the experiment. So I think that's a little bit introduction to the microbiology lab. Okay, so let's go to the briefing of today lab protocol. So I always like to give the protocol in a flow chart. So you may refer to that lab manual as well, that wordy lab manual. You can read that as you performing the experiment. But I like to use this flow chart that you can refer throughout your experiment. So this is much more simpler than reading during performing the experiment. So what we going to do today, first you're going to get a bottle of the nutrient agar. So you have one over there, and read on the instruction on the preparation of that nutrient agar. So anyone would like to help me to read the instruction? Tak payah takut. Ting baca. Alamak. Baca yang English tu. Okay. There's a few languages for the preparation. Yeah, preparation. Yeah.
Is of 20, add in 1 liter of purified water, heat in boiling water, and initiate equally until completely
Mm-hmm.
auto autograde 15 minutes at
21,
121 Celsius for Tuesday.
15 minutes.
Huh.
Okay. All right. So there is instruction in any of the microbiology agar or liquid medium. So what's important is to read that instruction on how to prepare it. Usually is indicated for the preparation of 1000 milliliter or 1 liter. So in this nutrient agar, what we're going to prepare according to this instruction is to prepare 20 gram of the nutrient agar in 1 liter of distilled water. But here we're going to prepare berapa? 100 ke 150 Husaini? Husaini? Nak prepare 100 ke 150? Saya lalu. 100, okay. So change this. We're going to prepare 100 milliliter. So calculate what do you need to weigh to prepare 100 milliliter. So we need 20 gram to prepare 1 liter of the nutrient agar. So for 100 milliliter, so 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. So we need 20 gram. So for 100 milliliter, how many that you need to weigh from this? Perlu kira ke? Berapa? Ni 20 gram for 1 liter. So for 100 milliliter, berapa yang you perlu prepare? Berapa? 2 gram, okay? So if you calculated 2 gram, that's correct. So just a normal calculation. You don't prepare your Milo according to the instruction. Secukup rasa aja kan. There is instruction in all your drinks like Sunquick or Milo, but nobody follows that. So depending on that volume of final volume that you need to prepare, so you prepare according to the instruction. So you need to get 2 gram for this experiment from this bottle. Weigh it using the take it using the spatula. 2 gram. Put it in the weighing board. But before that, do you remember how to re-zero the weighing machine? Okay, make sure that you put that weighing board into that weighing machine, re-zero that weighing machine, and then start to put in your nutrient agar, 2 gram. Then that 2 gram of the nutrient agar, put it inside what we call Scott bottle, or sometimes we call it blue cap bottle, because most of it is in the lab is a blue cap, but sometimes we have green or red color. But the general name of this bottle, we call it Scott bottle. Okay, so after you have put in your nutrient agar using a measuring cylinder, so we have in that bench there are measuring cylinder and distilled water. Measure 100 milliliter of distilled water and pour it on into the bottle. So make sure that you have a good shake and make sure everything dissolve. and then we're going to autoclave it. So we're going to do that together. So I want everyone to do until this part 1 first, because I'm going to introduce you to the how we're going to autoclave your medium. Okay, so let's start. So after briefing on how to use the autoclave, I'm going to give you the second part of the experiment today. Okay, yeah. Grouping, make sure that you form group of 4. So 3 sana ada. So make sure that you group of 4. So you 2 aja. Tu ada seorang. Oh di sana. So you 3. Ya 3 orang, okay. So we have 4, 4, 3, 4. Okay. So you may take this.
I take the measuring tape.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah, can. Dah open. Okay. So you do not need to turn on your Bunsen burner yet. The Bunsen burner needed for the second part. So you do not need to have an aseptic technique for the part 1. Just you need to weigh it and then put it, the nutrient agar, into your bottle and then dissolve your nutrient agar. Why this is in kg? Let me switch it. Oh, you already put it. Okay, can. Okay. Ke mana autoclave tape lah? Ada. Oh. Okay, to dissolve your nutrient agar, pour in that distilled water and shake that bottle like shaking cocktail. So if you have prepare your, if you have dissolved your nutrient agar, place your bottle into this what we call tray. Okay. Basket. Oh yeah, basket. Shake like a cocktail, like bartender shaking cocktail. To- Okay, semua dah siap ke? Okay, put it into the basket or tray. Dah. Oh, dia ada keluar. Tak ada.
Yes.
Ada. Oh, ya. Yeah. Mungkin dia dah crack kot. No. Yeah, yeah. Do not need to label. Cap tu dah crack kot, boleh buang lah terus. Okay. Okay, you already watched my video, right?
No, I know the thing. I learned it.
Okay. Okay. Anyone would like to become my videographer? Okay, cukup ke? We have 5 group, right? Okay. Tak apa, nanti saya akan beritahu. Okay, cukup. Okay. So now it's not sterile yet. So if you don't autoclave it, then the contamination will going to happen. Yeah. Oh tak, dah ambil gambar. Okay. So where I am. So this is not sterilized yet, but it contain all those nutrients that necessary to support growth of any microorganism. So we have because the bottle and also the powder is not sterile, so the microorganism will start to grow. So if you don't autoclave it and leave it overnight, so is the microorganism will start to grow and contaminate this nutrient agar. So usually what we do in the lab, after you have dissolved it, we're going to autoclave it immediately, maybe in 1 or 2 hours, because sometimes we have to wait for the autoclave. So probably 1 or 2 hours still okay, but not overnight in this form. Okay, so to sterilize, to kill all those unwanted microorganisms from this nutrient agar. We're going to heat this medium at 121 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes at 1.5 atmospheric pressure or PSI. Okay, so this is dissolved nutrient agar that you have dissolved. So we're going to loosen it little bit of the cap. So we don't want to tighten it too tight, but not too loose until the cap fall off. Just little bit loosen, but if you tilt it, the liquid can fall off, but it's okay because we still stand it horizontally or vertically, horizontally. Yeah. Loosen it little bit, but not too loose, not too tight. And then we're going to use this autoclave tape to indicate whether the sterilization has been completed. So usually we put it to indicate whether the process of sterilization have been completed and to indicate the medium is sterile. So after the sterilization, it's going to appear black and white strip. Tak ada contoh. Ada. Dekat meja ni. Bawah plug. Oh ni. So after you have complete the autoclaving process, so you're going to see you have a black and the black stripe will going to appear. So we know that this is a sterile medium for you to use. So if like this, so don't use it for your work. Okay. So this is what we call autoclave tape, and then we're going to go for the sterilization. Okay, so let me show you the autoclaving machine. Okay, everyone can come in. I think there's enough space, so you can stand here also. Okay, ada tempat lagi, masuk. Sini banyak ruang lagi. Bagi orang masuk. Ni. Sini boleh. So this is autoclaving machine. So imagine this is like the pressure cooker at your home. So what we're going to do, we're going to heat up, and inside the chamber you're going to totally seal off, and the pressure will going to rise up. So similar to pressure cooker, you turn on, you close your pressure cooker tightly, and then turn on your stove, and then you're going to create pressure inside the pressure cooker. So this is similar, but this is larger. And I think for the first year, second year and third year student are not allowed without any guidance or trainings, because this is require Jabatan Kesihatan dan what they call JKKP, Jabatan Kesihatan dan like Persekitaran dan Pekerja. Okay, so in this from the DOSH, Department of Occupational Safety and Health. Okay, not like your pressure cooker, you can use it at your home because that's very small, quite big, and if you're not careful with it, it may explode. So you know what happened if you have explosion of a pressurized chamber. So you're going to have a splash of that heat, so that's going to cause a burn to your skin. So we don't want that to happen. So chamber is closed, so we have open and close. So if it's open, then the pressure we're going to let off. So we want to close that valve, close that valve, so the pressure can build up inside the chamber. Next is to check the water level, make sure that it's covering the heating element in that inside. It's like your water kettle. So what happens if your water kettle, you turn on your water kettle without any water inside, your heating element will going to be spoiled. So make sure that the heating element is totally submerged in that water. So that's why we need to check that water level. You can see that water, the heating element. Bisa kotor. Nobody want to see. It's like your water kettle, not the sophisticated technology. Just water kettle, heating element. Yang satu yang tapi mungkin sebab dia gelap sangat. Never mind, you can watch in that video again. So here is your heating. And then we can place over things that we want to sterilize. So what's the purpose of us using the autoclave as autoclaving as our sterilization technique? Because it kills 100% of viable microorganisms, and also it going to kill those endospore organism as well. So compared to just boiling water, you will not able to kill those with the having endospore. Okay, so this is the technique that we want to use to sterilize, completely kill all the viable microorganism and also those with endospore. Next, going to turn this on. Sorry. Okay. So only if you turn on, then you can close this. Okay. So make sure it's secure. Okay. Siapa nak tutup? Boleh try? Ya, yeah, try tutup. Boleh? Nah, tutup. Macam tutup fridge aja. Okay. You heard that sound? Tick. That means it's properly closed. If it's not, then you can't close it. So it's not fully locked. Okay. So now it's fully locked. So we know that this is secure. It will not blow up. So next we're going to set the temperature that we want, but this is already preset. So what I want to reset is, now it's set at 121 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. So I want to reset it to next. Okay. I want to reset it to 15 minutes. That's enough for the liquid medium. Next. (121). Okay. So now we have reset it 121 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. So we have mode here. So the mode is if we want to perform liquid or solid sterilization. So today we're going to perform liquid sterilization. So just keep it as liquid. If you want to change it to solid, can do that by pressing the mode. Solid usually we require more longer time. Usually we use that for this for the disposal of the bio waste, like your used petri dish or culture with the bacteria. We're going to use that solid mode. So back to the liquid mode. Okay, so now it's complete. So anyone would like to press start? Here. Press middle. Start in middle. Okay. So now you're going to heat up the water inside the heating element. Inside the chamber, we're going to heat up until it reach 121 degrees Celsius, and the temperature we're going to rise as 0. Okay, because this is in Pascal. Okay, so we're going to heat up until 121 degrees Celsius to 1.5 atmospheric pressure, and then it will start to sterilize for 15 minutes. So the countdown, we're going to start at 121 degrees Celsius at 1.5 atmospheric pressure. So you're going to happen 15 minutes, then you're going to exhausting. So that means the temperature we're going to drop down to the room pressure, and we're going to enter the warming cycle. So during the warming cycle, you can open your autoclave. So during the exhausting, you're not able to open the autoclave because there's still containing pressure in it. So in your pressure cooker at home, you don't force it to open when there's pressure. So how do you release the pressure in the pressure cooker? Anyone cook with the pressure cooker at home? Dia ada valve kan? So you tekan valve tu, dia akan pressure akan keluar like tss. So without releasing that pressure, you don't try to force it open because it's going to blow up. Okay, so similar. So wait for it to exhaust, and then during the until it become indicating completed. So that's going to take about 1 hour for the whole process, for heating and then to exhausting to warm up. That's going to take 1 hour, but we're not going to wait for that. Encik Usaini already prepared the sterilized agar in the water bath. We're going to use that for the part 2. Okay, so any question about the autoclave machine and autoclaving? Okay, so we're going to listen to the briefing before we go for the part 2. Oh, you have become professional videographer. Okay, so let's continue with the part 2. I think this are going to take about 1 more hour. So we're going to finish on time at 11 o'clock. Okay, so you can get this already sterile nutrient agar in the water bath. Still remember where's the water bath? Okay, good. So that's why I need to introduce you to the equipment in the lab first. So get the sterilized agar in the water bath that is preheated at 60 degrees Celsius in the water bath. Why we put it at 60 degrees Celsius? Because the agar will still in the liquid form at 60 degrees Celsius. At room temperature, you start to solidify. It's similar to your jelly that you eat at home. Any one of you prepare jelly before? So after you have heat up using that your wok, or then you're going to be in liquid. So after it cool down, you're going to be in solid form. Okay. So I want you to take that sterilized agar. Next, yeah. So next, you're going to disinfect the surface, because the water bath is may contain some other unwanted microorganism. So I want you to use that 70% alcohol, spray on outer surface of that bottle, and wipe it using the tissue paper. Okay. So after you have cleaned up that, turn on your Bunsen burner, and then aseptically open the cap while flaming. So open the cap, turn on the flame, and then you may open the cap, flame it, and then put it inside the petri dish. So you can get the petri dish from here. Make sure that when you are doing the pouring of your into your petri dish, you do it close to your Bunsen burner. So why do we need to perform it closely to the Bunsen burner? Because when there's heat, you're going to have heat conduction. So you can feel the air, hot air, we're going to blow from hotter area to the colder area. You can feel that. So any of the dust will not able to settle to that clean area. Okay. So if you can feel that heat, so that means that is a place that is most suitable area to perform your aseptic technique. Okay. So that's why in microbiology lab they always open the flame when we turn on the flame when we are doing any of that microbiology work in the open bench. Okay. So you do not need to have Bunsen burner if we doing the pouring of that preparation of medium inside that laminar flow, because inside the laminar flow you only going to blow out a clean air out from that laminar flow, because it's the air have been passed through HEPA filter, so only clean air we're going to blow out from that area. So inside that laminar flow is free from dust particle. Okay, so why I keep mentioning dust particle, because I think for those students that have went into my lectures, because microorganism cannot fly, they don't have wings, so it need to settle on the water droplets or aerosol. So the aerosol will be together with that dust. So the bacteria or fungi usually will be together in this water droplet or aerosol together with the dust in the air. So if we able to create an area where there is a dust free, then there is a area that is aseptic. Okay. So sterilize the neck of that bottle and then pour it into 3 petri dish, and then you require 2 universal bottle. Okay, so this is universal bottle. So aseptically pour it into the universal bottle. So to do that, you can use one hand, flame it, pour it, flame it, and close it. Because this is already sterilized universal bottle, so make sure that you treat it as make sure that it's keep sterilized whatever that is inside the universal bottle. Okay, so you may use your finger to open, flame it and close to that flame, pour the agar, flame it and close. Okay. So that's 3 plates. You're going to wait for it to solidify, and then for that universal bottle, you're going to pour one universal bottle about 2/3 full. So that means until here. So that's going to be your deep agar. And for another universal tube, you're going to fill it up until half full. So for that tube that is half full, I want you to put it on your tray, what we call that? Tray in your bench, so that it going to form a slanted surface area. So as it's solidified in the room temperature, you're going to form a slanted surface for that slanted agar. For the 2/3 full, you're going to be your deep agar. So for the deep and slant agar that you have prepared, we're going to use it for our lab 2. We're not going to do anything with it. But for that 3 patty dish, we're going to continue using that after it has been solidified. So for that 2 patty dish, we're going to perform open air test and see whether your preparation of agar is completely sterilized. So for that 2 plates, I want you to label that plate as closed and another plate as open. So for the closed, it still remain closed throughout the experiment. So you just place it on your bench. So for the open one, I want you to open up the patty dish, the agar that you have prepared. Open that lid, and then you can expose that agar to any of the air inside the lab or any of the area for 15 minutes. So you can go to the toilet or place that is more dustier. I think you're going to be more bacteria we're going to stick on it. I think we have tested with our lab air over here. Not many contaminants that grow on the surface in the open air of the lab. So maybe you can test the quality of the air inside this lab in that open patty dish. So expose that surface of the agar for 15 minutes. So that for the experiment, first experiment. For the second experiment, I want you to divide that patty dish, divide that agar into half. So you may label at the bottom of that plate using a marker pen to divide it into half. And then one section you're going to label as clean, and another area you're going to label as dirty. So for the dirty section, I want you to open your glove and then make a finger touch that surface of agar using your finger. Do a zigzag streak. And then for the clean section, I want you to wash your hand using the hand soap using the proper way of hand washing techniques in that poster. So to do that, wet your hands with water and then take some soap and then do inside your hand first. Next, the opposite part of your hand. While doing that, do like this in between your fingers too. Okay. Next, do like this. Next, here like this. Next, your thumbs. And then not forgetting to wash your wrist as well. And then your fingertips. And then that's all. Remember that hand sanitizing techniques is similar to the hand washing techniques. So again, inside, then outside, another hand here, and then your thumbs, and then your wrist, and then your fingernail. Okay, so that make sure that your hands is air dry. So don't wipe it using the tissue because the tissue may contain some dust in it. So sometimes I think the previous students, they dry their hands using the tissue, so that's why they have some growth of microorganism. So make sure it's hand dry, air dry, and before you do a zigzag streaking pattern on the clean side. Okay, so after you have done that, gather everything and then incubate all your plates inside the incubator. So which incubator? Left or right? Left or right? Like this? Left. Okay. So the left side of my hand over here, that is the incubator that you're going to use for your experiment. Okay, so I think that's it. So let's continue with our experiment. So you can get your 3 patty dish and 2 universal bottle. So make sure you pour your agar aseptically. We don't want to contaminate that sterilized agar.
Should we pour the agar in front at our bench?
Yeah, open bench.
Our bench.
Yeah. So you have done it inside the laminar flow?
Yeah.
Okay. But I want to test your technique on the open bench. Yeah. So make sure you clean your bench with 70% alcohol before you start your work. And also sterilize the bottle that have been taken out from the water bath. Oh yeah, marker. So make sure that you bring your own marker every time. I think Mr. Husaini have some marker here.
Permanent or whiteboard ah?
Permanent. Ada marker tak? Nanti hilang pula nanti. Ada marker? Tak ada. Oh, you pinjam you. So next time bring your own permanent marker. So every scientist should have their own permanent marker. Even for me, I also always bring my permanent marker everywhere. So siapa nak pinjam? So make sure that you buy your own permanent marker. So label your petri dish with your group name and also date of the experiment. Okay. Nah. Itu sebenarnya tak payah label pun tak apa. Sebab
Yang ni nak tak apa-apa, tuang je.
Tuang je. Sampai dia penuh.
Sampai dia penuh.
Bukan penuh
Separuh
hingga separuh. Okay, I forgot to tell you, pour that agar into the petri dish until it fully cover the surface of the petri dish. So about 1 or 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter berapa? About 1 centimeter thick. About half full. Have you wiped the bottle? Have you wiped the bottle? Not yet. Oh, that one. Already wiped? Yeah, okay. So I prefer you to work using the yellow flame. Yeah. Use the yellow flame during your work. So we only use the blue flame when we want to heat up your inoculation loop. So other time we usually use the yellow flame. Cannot. See? Too tight. Kena tukar lah kot. Usai ni. Ni ketat sangat dah. Kena tukar. Siapa yang ketat sangat tu? Okay. Okay. Close it. Okay, cukup. Okay, tuang. Okay, cukup. Okay. More. Okay. Close it. You can pour the other patty dish. Yeah. Tunggu dia keras. Yang ni pun tutup. Tunggu. Bila dah solidified baru kita buka.
Oh, faham.
Okay. So the remaining agar, just put it in the table. Do not need to wash it. Just put it in the table. So if you can pour all those remaining agar into the patty dish or bottles, I think should be enough. Boleh lah. Sana. So if there's remaining, you can just pour it to any of the plates. So finish off all those agar if you can. Itu dah tak habis. Tak apalah. Tak perasan pula, tapi dia dah habis dah kerja. So pour all those remaining agar into the patty dish. Yeah, I think there's some remaining. Tu ada tinggal. Okay. Okay. Tu habiskan lah tu. Yeah. Yeah, pour in the patty dish. Yeah. So you may wash that Scott bottle and return it to the table. Siapa ni? Yeah.
Detergent?
No need detergent. Just rinse it. Okay. Huh? Okay. I think everyone need to wait for it to solidify. Maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, just cover it, just put over there. So you may do some clean up on your bench, because the next things that you need to do, you do not need the Bunsen burner, you don't need the spatula and others, because you just need your hand washing and expose your agar to the air. Okay, so while waiting, so back to the theory of this lab class. So make sure that you understand what's the category of medium. So we have category of physical of the medium, function, and also what they call, and physical. That means in physical we have liquid medium, we have solid medium, semi-solid, and classified as the function we have differential, we have multi-purpose agar, enrichment, selective medium. So each they have a different function. For differential, usually we use it to give difference to the colony of the bacteria on the agar, and for selective, you're going to inhibit those unwanted bacteria, but promote the growth of the bacteria on those agar. So that's why we call it selective agar. Another type of agar, what we call differential functional. What's another that I've mentioned in the video? Can't remember. Okay, let me check. It should be in the handout. Google slide. You need to download that first, right? Google Slides. Okay. Okay. Yeah, chemical constituent. So there is three types of culture media. One is the physical properties of that medium. Second is the chemical constituent. So in the microbiological media, usually there are some that are synthetic, some are chemic, or we call it chemically defined media. Another one is the complex media. So complex media may contain those ingredients that is not chemically known, such as peptone or yeast extract or meat extract. So we call that complex medium. So for a chemically defined medium, usually we know the chemically compound in that media, such as sodium phosphate, magnesium chloride, sodium chloride. So we know what is the chemical added into that medium. So we call that the chemically defined media. So what you have prepared just now is a type of complex medium that we have prepared just now, the nutrient agar, because it contains yeast extract. So yeast extract is those is a industrial waste from wine production. So have you seen before yeast extract in the supermarket? No. Have you seen Marmite before? Marmite? No. No. Bovril? Have you seen this before? Marmite? I think Chinese like to eat Marmite chicken. Or Bovril? So this is yeast extract and this is a meat extract. So that is one of the key ingredient in your nutrient agar. So why this nutrient agar containing this yeast extract as added into the microbiological media, because it's a cheap ingredient to be added into the microbiological media, because the yeast extract is the industrial waste from the alcohol manufacturing. So any of those industrial waste can be potentially used in the microbiological media, because this extract still containing all those key ingredients like vitamins and also nutrient that's needed for the microorganism growth. Okay. So your nutrient agar are supportive media, because it can support a broad range of bacteria and fungi to grow on it, as compared to selective. So you have some ingredient added into the selective agar so that it inhibits certain bacteria to grow on it. So for example, there are certain selective agar that selectively inhibit the gram-positive bacteria from growing, but encourage the gram-native bacteria to grow on those agar. So we call that type of selective agar. So other than that, I think you can cover up from the videos on the autoclaving and others. So we can use that this DIFCO manual or DIFCO and BBL manuals for any of those results that can be anticipated from each of the agar that we have in the microbiology users. So for example, nutrient agar, you may read in the DIFCO manual. So what are those appearance of the bacteria that we're going to grow on this type of agar? So I think there's no specifically because nutrient agar are supportive agar, so most of the bacteria were going to grow on it. But if you read on the EMB, iosine methylene blue, so it's going to indicate how the certain bacteria were going to grow on this type of agar. So I've shown that E. coli in the EMB agar were going to appear as greenish metallic colors on iosine methylene blue. Okay, so use this manual to answer some of the question inside the lab manual. Okay. Yeah, another thing, I think most of the students always confuse in their lab report. So can I have one of the nutrient agar bottles? So no, the nutrient agar bottle, the one that you take the powder from. So to calculate percentage of agar inside the nutrient agar, oh dah masuk balik. So you can get it from here. So here is said 12 gram of agar in this, if you prepare 1 in 1 liter. Okay, so you can read that. So all those components usually will be indicated in that bottle. So the agar are essential to make any liquid media to become solidified. So that's why your nutrient agar becomes solidified, because it's added with agar. So to prepare 1 liter, so you inside that 20 gram of needed to prepare 1 liter, it will contain 12 gram of agar, if I'm not mistaken. Betul. Yeah. So it contains 12 gram of agar. So if we prepare 1 liter, means 12 gram per 1000 milliliter. Is that correct? So the percentage of agar, usually we define it as percentage weight per volume. So in 100% is, we want to convert it to just 100 milliliter. So what is the conversion here? It's just 1.2 gram. Okay. So the percentage per volume is 1.2% weight per volume of that agar in the nutrient agar. Okay. So that means for 100 milliliter of the solution that you want to prepare nutrient agar, you contain 1.2 gram of the agar. So that's how we calculate the percentage weight per volume of the agar. So most of the students, what I can see, they take all the component, 5 gram of something else, 3 gram of something, and they get the total of the gram, and then divide it. Total weight of all the component divide by the gram of the agar to get the percentage. This is wrong. So usually percentage of agar we always calculate in the solution form. Okay. So your agar have solidified. So if it's solidified, we can continue with our experiment. Buka glove, tak payah basuh dulu. Dirty hand dulu. So if you clean it, how can you get the dirty hand? Gosok-gosok. So if you can't remember, you can read from here. Ini dah jatuh. Yeah, anywhere for 15 minutes. Outside also can. I know the result from toilet already. Because the air is not that dirty. Try a place that is dusty. Gosok kedua-dua tapak tangan. Gosok belakang tangan dan celah jari. I think I have additional steps. So after you have washed your hand, don't touch anywhere part of your face. So after you have done with the experiment, before you go out, can you sign in the attendance? I forgot about the attendance. Oh. Yeah. Can you remember your student ID yet? No. It takes time because every day you're going to do it. I know it's difficult to remember. I still can remember my student ID during when I was undergraduate. 380224. But here they have SB. SB means is for the industrial biotechnology student. So we have SA for industrial chemistry student, SC for material tech. Okay, your pen.